Bay Area woman's waterfront home sold for just a fraction of what experts say it's worth. And the I-team has discovered the person who bought it was appointed by the court to watch after her and her money after she was declared incapacitated. Investigator Adam Walser tonight reveals why experts say he walked away with a big bargain.
It's a nice piece of property.
Arthur Guess is describing the 1940s era home next door, where 77-year-old Jacqueline Harwood lived from the time she was 12. It needs updating, but it meets the #1 rule in real estate: location.
How far of a walk is it to the beach?
Across the street.
Century 21 real estate broker Jeff Beggins, who oversees 11 offices and 300 agents, knows the street well.
It's in a quiet little street, tucked away in its own private oasis where you can put your boat dock, mangrove-lined canals, and when you look out, you can see the Gulf of Mexico, and something unique.
What is it being sold for?
It was sold for $165.
$165. All right.
What are your thoughts on that?
I just think that's way under market value.
Harwood was declared incapacitated by a court in June after showing signs of dementia. She was assigned a professional guardian. That's a person appointed by the court to care for the health and financial well-being of the incapacitated person. Harwood was moved into an assisted living center. Gary Fernald was hired by the guardian to serve as Harwood's guardianship attorney.
Typically, the lawyer has a relationship with the guardian, but they're both paid out of the assets of the ward.
Retired Hillsborough County Judge Susan Sexton, who has overseen thousands of guardianship cases, says part of the attorney's role is to make sure every transaction involving the ward's assets is done by the book.
Absolutely, that is the attorney's role.
To prevent conflicts.
Well, yes.
The sale of Harwood's home would help pay for her future care, but the house was never put on the market by a realtor. Court records show, however, that a company called Rebecca Jane and Associates, LLC, which is not a registered company in Florida, offered to buy the home in November. After the I-team started asking questions about the proposed sale, the original guardian resigned. It turns out the buyer was actually Gary Fernald, the attorney who asked for Harwood to be incapacitated. In December, Judge Jack St. Arnold signed an order allowing Fernald to buy his former client's home for $165,000.
Let's say it's a steal.
The county appraiser's office lists its value at $229,000. Beggins, using data from 15 similar properties, believes it's worth even more.
I think you get in the $250 range for that property and then some.
3 other realtors the I-team spoke with believe the home was undervalued. A unit in a triplex on the same block is listed for $360,000. Gary Fernald, who did not want to do an interview, said he consulted the Florida Bar Association's ethics hotline and made sure the purchase price was equal to or above its fair market value. He gave us a copy of the appraisal report he filed with the court, which valued Harwood's home at $61,000.
It doesn't seem right.
Certified appraiser Frank Gregoire agrees the house was way undervalued. He served 4 terms as chairman of the Florida Real Estate Appraisal Board and points out that the 3 lots used as comps in the Harwood appraisal weren't waterfront and didn't share the same zoning as Harwood's property.
And it doesn't seem to pass the smell test, where an appraisal that was prepared at the request of the buyer is the one that is being considered by the judge.
Neither Judge Jack St. Arnold nor the appraiser would comment on the case, citing ethics issues. Mr. Fernald issued the following statement in an email to me. He said, quote, "My wife and I intend to honor our contract to purchase Mrs. Harwood's property, which was entered into in good faith and at arm's length and approved by the court after full disclosure." I'm I-team investigator Adam Walser, taking action for you.